You are laying unconscious on the hospital bed. Jungkook was holding your hand and gazing at your face when Daniel entered the room. Boss, I want to tell you something. 1 hour ago, you were scared when you were stuck in an elevator because you have a dark phobia. You were so scared that you did not even realize you had a phone. You should call someone for help. You were about to faint due to nervousness when you got a call from Jungkook. You fainted as soon as you received the call. When Jungkook did not hear your voice on the other end of the call, Jungkook called his bodyguard. He came to know from the bodyguard whom he had appointed for your security that you were still in the company. Knowing this, he asked the bodyguard to find you and sit out in his car to come to your company. When he came to your company, he got nervous after knowing that you were stuck in the elevator because he knew that you have a dark phobia. After some time, when the bodyguard fixed the lift and opened it, Jungkook saw you unconscious, after which he brought you to the hospital. When Jungkook came out of the room, he saw Daniel outside the room. He closed the door slowly and took Daniel away a little. What did you find out? Boss Minho is the last person seen leaving the company. I think whatever happened was done by Minho. Jungkook's eyes turned red after hearing this. Boss, what to do with him now? Don't do anything him right now. Just keep an eye on him. Okay, boss. Saying this, he went away from there. You try to hurt my baby doll, I will put you in such a condition that you will beg for death, but you will not get death. He whispers softly and then walks into the room. When you regained consciousness next morning, you found out yourself in a hospital bed. Who brought me to the hospital? You were thinking this when you heard Jungkook's voice. How are you feeling now? When you heard Jungkook's voice, you looked towards the door and saw Jungkook standing there with his hands in his pockets. Have you brought me to the hospital? Yes. Mr. Lee gives Minho a hard slap. I told you that she is very important to us, yet you caused her elevator to malfunction. If anything happens to her, this luxurious lifestyle are you enjoying will all be taken away. Dad, I locked her in the elevator and did not do anything to her that would make her die angry. She is afraid of dark. If she stays in the dark too long, she gets nervous. I did not know she was afraid of dark. I just wanted to take revenge on her, so I locked her in the elevator. You two stop arguing and see how she is. You are right. Saying this, he takes out of his phone and calls someone. Jungkook was slowly feeding you the soup. When suddenly the door of the room opened and Mr. Lee, Mrs. Lee and Minho entered the room. When Jungkook saw them all come into the room without knocking, his eyes turned red with anger. How dare you all come inside the room without my permission? Who are you to ask that? Hearing this, Jungkook clenches his fists. Minho, shut up. We are here to meet Wyan. Anyway, he has nothing to do with us or our Wyan, so we should not pay attention to him. Mr. Lee, I have no relation with you and your family, but I have a relation with my baby doll. So in future, don't you ever dare to say that I am not related with my baby doll. Cold voice. Jungkook, just shut up. You saved my life last night, so I am tolerating you. That does not mean you will say anything to my family and I will listen. Mr. Lee becomes happy after hearing this from you. On the other hand, Jungkook stared at you. Even though he knew that you were acting, he still does not like it. Wayne, are you okay? Yes, mom, I feel fine right now. Wayne, how did you get stuck in the elevator? After listening to Mr. Lee, you looked at Minho. The lift broke down, so I was stuck, but Mr. Jungkook came on the time and pulled me out of the lift and brought me to the hospital, otherwise I could have died. Hearing this, Mr. Lee stares at Minho but does not say anything. Mr. Jungkook, thank you for saving my daughter's life, but now we have come to her, so you can leave from here. Mr. Lee, she is my baby doll. It is my responsibility to protect her from every danger. No need to thank you for that. And secondly, whether I stay here or not is my choice. You can't ask me to leave from here. Hearing this, Mr. Lee's eyes turned red with anger. Mr. Jungkook, I'm not relation to you. Now my family has come to me. You should get out of here. And thank you again for helping me last night. Hearing this from you, Jungkook stares at you but does not say anything and walks out of the room. Mr. Lee becomes happy seeing Jungkook leaving the room. When he is not nice man at all, stay away from him as much as possible. Yes, Dad. As soon as you came out of the washroom after taking a bath, you saw Jungkook sitting on the couch. What are you doing here in my room so late at night? You told me in the morning that you have no relationship with me. Saying this, he gets up from the couch and starts moving towards you. Yes, I told you. We don't really have a relationship? Yes. Baby, don't today you said it, but next time don't say that you have no relation with me. Just shut up and get out of here. I'll be in trouble if anyone finds out you are in my room. By saying this, you push him away from you. Baby doll, I'm not going anywhere from here. Saying this, you went to the changing room. A smile appears on his face when he sees you going to the changing room. He is only soft for you, otherwise, he is cold for everyone else. After some time, when you come out of the changing room, you see Jungkook laying with his eyes closed. Jungkook, get up and get out of here. You ask him several times to get up and leave, but he does not get up. Is he sleeping? Thinking this, you went to him. How can one fall asleep so quickly? When you feel his deep breath, you think. You are thinking this, then he holds your waist tightly and pull you closer to him. Feeling this as soon as you looked at him, you saw that he was sleeping, holding your waist. Jungkook, leave me. You try hard to free yourself from his grip, but you are unable to free yourself from him. Finally, you stop trying to free yourself from him and fall asleep after some time. When you wake up, you find Jungkook nowhere in the room. Seeing this, you got up from the bed. If I find him, I'll teach him a good lesson. After thinking this, you went to the washroom. After some time, you freshed up and went to the company. Where is Wayan? He has gone to the office. Dad, don't you think Jungkook is trying to get close to Wayan? He eats a piece of sandwich and says, I also think Jungkook is trying to get close to Wayan. No matter how hard he tries, Wayan won't let him get close to her. But if Wayan falls in love with him, it won't good for our plan. So we have to keep Wayan away from him. After listening to Minho, Mr. Lee starts thinking about something. Give me a good title. If I like your title, I'll write a FF according to your title.